It was a bright, sunny morning in Puddingdale. The air smelled of fresh bread and blooming flowers. Every window in the town was open, and cheerful sounds filled the streets. Today was a special day, the Kindness Parade. Mrs. Puddingtail stood by her little window, sipping her tea. She looked at her tidy cottage, the ribbons on her fence, and the colourful banners fluttering in the breeze. "Oh, what a beautiful day for kindness," she said with a smile. She picked up her sewing basket and began to stitch a small flag. On it, in golden thread, she wrote the words, "A be kind every day." Her little cat Tilly tried to help by playing with a piece of ribbon, which, of course, ended up tangled around her tail. Mrs. Puddingtail laughed softly. "Kindness is like sunshine," she said. "It feels best when you share it." Before long, her friends began to arrive. There was Oliver the wise owl, carrying a wooden sign. Next came Hazel the hedgehog, pushing a cart full of flowers. And Pip the squirrel, proudly bringing a basket of fresh cookies. "Good morning, Mrs. Puddingtail," they all called out. "Are you ready for the parade?" "Almost," she said. "But first, let's make sure everyone has something kind to share." Then, suddenly, a gust of wind whooshed down the lane. It caught the ribbons, knocked over the cookie basket, and sent petals flying everywhere. "Oh dear," gasped Mrs. Puddingtail. But before she could feel worried, her friends had already rushed to help. Hazel picked up the cookies, Oliver steadied the flag, and Pip tied the ribbons back in place. "That's what kindness looks like," said Mrs. Puddingtail, helping, not hurrying. Soon, the streets of Puddingdale were filled with laughter again. Everyone was decorating, painting, and humming little tunes. Children drew hearts on the sidewalk with colourful chalk. Even the clouds seemed to smile. When the clock struck noon, the Kindness Parade began. Music floated through the air, soft drums, cheerful flutes, and jingling bells. Mrs. Puddingtail led the way, riding in a tiny cart with a banner that read, "Share a smile." All around her, neighbours waved and cheered. Oliver carried a lantern shaped like a heart. Hazel handed out daisies, and Pip danced with a handful of ribbons. Mrs. Puddingtail saw kindness everywhere she looked, blooming like spring flowers. One little bunny shared her cookie with a tired fox. A sparrow helped a snail cross the road. Even the old lamppost seemed to glow a little brighter. As the sun began to set, lanterns lit up along the streets. Their soft golden light flickered on happy faces. Mrs. Puddingtail sat on a bench with her friends, watching the glow spread through the town. "What a wonderful day," whispered Mrs. Puddingtail. "It feels like the whole of Puddingdale is shining." That night, when she returned home, she placed her flag by the window. It fluttered gently in the breeze, golden letters glowing in the moonlight. "Be kind every day." And here is the moral of the story: kindness doesn't need to be loud or grand. It's the small, gentle things that make hearts glow, just like the lanterns of Puddingdale.